If that water wet, it's got gators in it.
Oh, yeah? Well, me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
They shouldn't have given you ashy blokes YouTube.
Cursed be the ground for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us. For out of the ground we were taken, for the dust we are. And to the dust we shall return.
All right. Back in the house from Monday. All right, you Dusty Jermaines, you Ashy Jeffries, and you Dirty Foot Jose's. What's going on? Punching the clock on a Monday. Something that's come up. Several of my compatriots have talked about this, and since it's a Monday, and it's how Monday is, Story Monday, it's kind of slow. I thought it'd be a good one to actually weigh in on, since it's got a lot of passport bros out there, especially you Dirty Foot Jose's. Okay, traveling over to get a more agreeable mate, shall we say? Anyhow, Kevin's batting first. Okay, Shannon Moore batting second. Adrix batting third. Okay, Mel L batting cleanup. JB needs to take several seats and shut the fuck up about the Black Manosphere, Passport Bros, SYSBM, MGTOW, and the Red Pill. Yes, sir. Captain Obvious, what's going on? Philip, honestly, says, I don't think JB has ever been out this country or have a passport for that matter. Still fuck him and every one of his subscribers for being dick cops. I heard that. Fast Attack. JB can't stop anything. All he can do is run his trap. In fact, he helps it out. Okay, he spreads the word. Okay, Shannon Green, what's happening? Prince, what's happening? Philip, what's happening? Eddie, what's happening? I hope it's good. Quentin, what's happening? Michael, what's happening? But you brothers knew Jason Black was coming eventually for the Passport Brothers. He's got ABW asked to kiss and pander to. True. I ain't mad for him getting his money. Daz, what's up? Very little. This beef makes no sense. Passport bros are not a large group of black men. I would think you would want to see black men find peace no matter where it is. No, they won't. They want you to stay stuck. Okay? There ain't enough black men. Every black man they lose is one black man they can't afford to lose. Gundam, what's happening? I'm listening. What's happening? Hurricane Greg. Very little. White supremacy can weaponize red pill to expand their ideological footprint and advance their agenda, but black men can't and shouldn't do the same. Make it make sense. That's true. JB's not married to a black woman. Why? Because he's a hoe. He knows he's a hoe. TJ, what's going on? What's going on, Instant Media? AHG, what's going on? Al, what's up? Just got back home. Okay, where you been? Uh, JB's a plantation. Oh yeah, plantation bro from Louisiana. Okay, uh, got a lineage going back 200 years. Black Money and Power. I think Jason Black, aka the Professor Black Truth. Oh, they're not the same two people. Okay, they're not the same people. As a government plant for the fact he is not black American, he may be white. No, he's black. He didn't know how to pronounce Rakim and Eric B. and Rakim correctly. He's trying to clean up that southern accent. Hard Buck, what's going on? Green, what's going on? Jason Anderson, what's up? Applebite, what's happening? Brooklyn's Finest, what's going on? Why should Bay JB care when black men want to be happy? Because he wants black women to be happy. Okay. Black males, what's going on? Beadro, Solis, what's going on? Maurice Brown, appreciate you, Al. Green Gooner, what's going on? Black Toxic, what's going on? I said, I wonder how many spies in the chat who will report to him after the show like Tito did. Tito. What can I say about Tito, man? Poor little fella. Our bottom shoes, what's going on? Mr. J. Matt, sick, what's going on? Willie, what's happening? Henderson, what's happening? Horowitz, what's happening? Black males, there must be fake hair shortage in Texas. Shannon Green, what's happening? Kelvin, what's going on? Why stay here and suffer through this bullshit? That's why it's been. Get that. I heard that. Get that passport. May, what's going on? Melly Mill, what's going on? Oliar, what's happening? Theo, what's going on? What's going on, Mookie? Independent POV, salute master teacher. The black authority trying to give scare tactics to keep men here in order to save black women. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. He's been on that kind of time, man. It's not new. Babu, what's going on? Where do you think we got the name Dusty from? He's the one that started with the Dusty Negroes, okay? So we can shout out to him for giving us the mean Dusty black males, okay? Which we proudly embrace now. Dr. Els, what's going on? And Tunnel Runner, there's my dirty foot Jose in the house, okay? Ranger 1, ABS Moore, watch first and do a podcast on the past 60 minutes show. Season 57, 52, the feminists had a 30-minute heated battle about freezing their eggs. Okay, maybe so, okay? Appreciate you, Mookie. Creating Triple OG, what's up? Mark Muhammad, finally reading Dr. Clark's Dark Ghetto. You inspired me in a Read React vid done almost exactly 3 years ago. I smiled when you said, wow, Dr. Clark is harsh, as if to say he was no joke and took no excuse. He did not. And in fact, he was very bitter, okay? You see, people don't realize Dr. Clark was actually the one that did the doll experiment, okay, that helped in the case of Brown versus Board of Education. That was the experiment that actually caused the Supreme Court to change. Ryan, what's going on? Terry Collins, what's going on? Palm Beach Mike, what's happening? Caveman Talk, what's going on? No man should self-impose an options cap on their happiness. True. Oh, yeah, that's true. Except the Winter Soldiers when they come for you. Victor Creed, what's going on? All Spades. Garrett Grant, what's going on? Let's see who else we got. Let's see. Willie Boylan says War in the Dusties. And we were born in the dust. Okay. Sincere, what's going on? There's the Woo Man Charles, what's going on? Mongo. Hey, Pringles, what's going on? Leo Wiley, what's going on? JB's pockets must be getting lean these days. He's trying to sign language brothers into getting on his program. No, yeah. Basically, he's doing it for female validation. Unlike that chick at the end, do not believe would be done with life. If you can get here, get that passport, go abroad, and Jermaine, don't let her blame you for her mess. Okay, she's just mad because she can't go. Say don't let the black patty rollers catch you. Okay, get on that plane and escape before the patty rollers get you. Skipping tracks, what's going on? Absolute pandemonium, what's up? Dark Knight, what's going on? Who gonna tell him he's not getting reparations? What is wrong with Jace with the Black Brain Trust? Is there a single brain cell among them? I don't know. That's a good question. A booming voice without a personality cannot tell free-thinking black men to be chained to their disagreeable, unloving counterparts. Very true. There you go. There you go with his reparations again. White make some jerk turkey legs for me. Okay. A wife? Columbia making jerk? Okay. All right. Now, you got to tell me how it came out. Yes, he did get into it with a passport, bro. Did a whole show. Jason talk about reparations shit on Africa and LL. The guy is dumb. Most black women podcast. Yeah. Robert Mustafa, what's going on? The black man can travel all over this planet. Exactly. Black Chain, what's going on? What do you think about Uber allowing women to request female drivers on? Yeah, they can. There's no big deal. Yeah, the customer's always right. Okay, if they want to request female drivers only, good for them. Absolute pandemonium. I'm still not convinced that Black Authority and Justin Black are not the same guy. The Black Authority is, Professor Black Truth is not. They're two different people. This is crazy because BGS, Jason Black, is my favorite YouTubers. For different reasons, I hope. Walter King, what's up? Dante Bryant, appreciate you pandering to black women with Eldridge Cleaver as your PFP. Okay, is egregious work. Yeah, well, you know. Q Savage, London, what's going on? My supervisor at work asked me if I ever heard about passport bros. I said yes, and she said that they hate black women. She's in her 60s, so why would she care? Because a lot of the passport bros are retired and going overseas. A lot of retired men in their 60s are going overseas. That's why she cares. And ABM, what's going on? What's up? Leo, what's happening? Oh yeah, he didn't have a beef, man. He's playing for the crowd. I'm here to witness the reach back. Oh man, it might be all in. Might not even be a reach back no more. It might be a slave catching event, man. Where you have to put a bounty on your head. Put a B1 in the chat. If Blazing Black sounds like a rose toy in your ear. Y'all ain't shit. DeAndre, what's up? The lead blockchain developer, what's up? King Pix. Landon. Osiris. Timothy, what's up? What's up, Tim? Yeah, I know he lives in Shreveport. I know he lives in Shreveport. He tries to put on that fake northern accent. What's up, Doc? Jamar Reed, what's happening? Okay, you're on vacation before the had to go back to school. Very good. Encrypted Wolf, what's going on? BMI 3000, what's going on? Oh, the Grinch, listen to the Deftones right now for the vibes. You and Tito need to, man. Tell Tito, well, he's on that podcast with all those there was all those shrinks, man. He should go sit in their chair. Yeah, hey, you know, how I am, Grinch. We from the hood, man. You don't. I mean, you can't cry if you throwing punches, okay? I don't start shit. So don't tell me to chill. Go tell that motherfucker to chill, man. You know, with his goddamn daddy. What is he called it? Daddy issues. Okay, motherfucking like a little woman. Daddy issues. My daddy. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Landon, what's going on? Let's see. Theo, what's up? Your nephew just. Oh, you can't pay. Okay, I got him. All right, I'll get on him. I'll get on him. Hey, Doc, what's up? Ranger One, they showed what corporations support increasing for women's hard labor, and a man said sex will be obsolete for childbearing in a generation. Less than that, yeah. They already can. The thing is, it's not. Uh, it's possible. It's very possible, but the thing is, it's not morally acceptable because a woman really wants to have her child out of her womb. Let's see, we got anybody left I haven't hit upon? I don't think so. I think I got everybody. Big Chris, what's up? Yeah, the black female's a lost cause. They just think he's gonna get black males to leverage their votes for tangibles. He'll find out the hard way once the trade always trade. There's not enough of them, man. Landon, what's up? I know they're two different people. Yep, I know. Jason Anderson, what's going on? And that is it. Yep. All right, good people. I want to start with this one. Okay. Did you make it? Yes, you made it, sir. I'm just getting ready to boot it up and get started. I want to start with this because this really sets the tone of this really sets the tone of the whole thing, right? Okay. So I find it because I know I saved it because somebody sent it to me. Somebody sent it to me. See, let it refresh real quick. Come on, computer, move. There you go. I think okay. Is it here? Yeah, here it is. Okay. This is the dating in the black dating in 2025, right? Okay. It's crack up, but the thing is, this is so true.
Damn! Hey, Shawty. Hey, Shawty, excuse me. Excuse me, Shawty. Can I get your number?
Hello. Insert cash to continue. Hey, how's it going?
But, Shawty, what's your name?
I'm Sade.
Sade, I'm Dre. What the fuck? You fine as hell. Shawty. Shawty. What the fuck?
Hello. Insert cash to continue.
Oh, shit. My money diva.
What'd you say?
Like I said, you fine as hell. Look, I need your number. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
okay.
Where you from?
Where I'm from? I'm from St. Louis.
St. Louis? Somebody
Yeah.
really Houston.
Uh,
Shawty. Oh, she need more money.
thank you.
Look, put your number in there. You keep cutting off. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh, you're right. Hold on 1 second.
No. Hurry up before you cut off again.
All right. Make sure you call me
I'm
now.
gonna call you, girl.
That's pretty representative of black dating in the 21st century, basically 2025, it's transactional. Okay. In fact, Obsidian just did a show asking is black love transactional nowadays. Okay. But that's going to set the stage for what we're getting ready to talk about. Okay. This is why the passport bros exists. Okay. And I don't know why people can't do math. Okay. I don't know why people can't do math. And I want to go passport OG. Okay. Let's see. And let's see if I can find it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. One more. I just looked at it. All right. Let's find it. Let's find it the other way. Let's find it the proper way. Because Passport OG just did it. I think Mr. Z touched on it. Mr. Z touched on the same thing, right? And here they actually touched on the Jason Black thing about Passport Bros, and the same old stuff about the about the women over there wanting money and wanting money. They're out to get in your dig into your pockets and stuff like that. And here it is. That's not that one. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I just had it. Not Mickey Smiley. I just saw it. I just saw it. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Let's see if this is. It's not that one. He did about 3 or 4 of these about Passport Bros. I think this is one. No, that's another one, huh? Okay, I'm getting too many of them. Ricky Smiley, I just saw it. Okay, it's not that one. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's try this one first, okay, and then we'll look for the other one. This is the one. This is the actual one where he was actually going in. Let's go with this one first, okay? Because I had it, but this was the one. This is probably the fuller one where they actually go into the whole thing, okay? This is Jason Black versus a Passport Bro.
Then you know it's not a show. You know it's a broadcast. But go ahead, Sean.
All right, my bad. Yeah, your broadcast. You make a lot of good points, but I have a couple issues with a few things. You understand as far as that's what we going through. I never understood why you had an issue with Passport Bros. I never understood that. That was one thing I never understood because You see the issues that we have with a lot of women that are here, and I never understood why you would say women going to or men going to other countries for women was an issue.
Okay, if you've heard my previous programs, then you've already heard what my response was to that. So I'm like, if you're saying you have a problem with what I've said before, then you already heard me say already explained all this to people who've called in before. So we just ignored them or just not paying attention.
Well, I don't. To be honest, I don't think you made a valid or legitimate enough reason.
Okay, what was the reason? What were the reasons I gave?
Honestly, I can't remember, but I remember it wasn't good. I know that much. It wasn't good.
Okay, you can't even remember. You can't even remember what it was. Okay,
to be honest, I've been trying to call in for a while. This.
Well, doesn't that sound interesting? Tell me more. So a lot of people have issues or a discrepancy with certain things that the passport bros do. But that's kind of odd, isn't it? So I call in. I have a problem. I have a gripe. But yet you said that my answer was not sufficient. But yet you can't tell me what I said. I don't know about you, but it makes sense to me. Make perfect sense to me.
So the first time
it's been about 6 months. Okay, first of all, very brief recap for all the slow bus kids. First of all, women are the same everywhere. We're talking about female nature, not American nature. Female nature is the same everywhere. Unless you're going to try to make the argument that female nature is different.
Female nature is the same, but female culture is not. Okay, culture and nature are two different things. Okay, culture and nature are two different things. And nature, female nature is just like a human female is not the same as a monkey. Okay, female nature is the same. Female nature is the same to our biology. But the thing is, a monkey is not a human. Okay, humans have a different culture than a monkey has a culture. Okay, just like that was the case, a white woman would do just as well as a black woman. But if a black man dates a white woman, all of a sudden people get upset. They're saying that the white woman is not like a black woman. So you can't have the same argument for two different things. Okay.
Somewhere else on earth. That is just completely wrong. It's not a cultural argument. Female nature is the same everywhere. Females like soft things. Females like pink things. Females like looking in the mirror and primping every single place on the planet. Females want a man to do all the heavy lifting while she sits back and takes care of the kids. That's female nature everywhere on this planet. It's not confined to any geographic region or any socioeconomic strata. That's just female nature. Females are the same globally.
No, they're not the same globally. Okay, just like men aren't the same globally. Okay, humans are not the same globally. They have similarities, but they're not the same. Okay,
not in America, not in the Western Hemisphere. They're the same globally.
Mm-hmm. I can't argue with that, but at the same time,
wow. Okay,
I've been to Brazil. I've been to Dominican Republic. I've been to a few different countries, and the reception that you get from those women off rip, you don't have to be rich, you don't have to be this, you don't have to be that. Not saying I have an issue.
Okay, well, here's the issue.
That's the whole thing. The word game is why I've started avoiding pro-black circles. The thing is, I avoid pro-black circles because it's going to be a fight. Okay? Because I'm in pro-black circles. And the thing is, certain pro-black circles, I don't want to disrupt what they're doing, so I don't really go into them. Because I could go in on them, okay? Because a lot of that stuff is bullshit. And they know it's bullshit. Because if that was the case, what they said about female nature, then a white woman would be just as good as a black woman. And they're not. Why? Because the culture's different. Yeah, they are disrupting it. Well, they are. They are disrupting the dating ecosystem.
Anecdotal. Because we don't have those women here for us to be able to talk to them and analyze them and find out their side of it. We just have you portraying a narrative. So I hear what you're saying, but I can't really do anything with it because there's no proof of what you're saying other than, well, take my word for it. This is what it is. Meanwhile, I can go down to Miami and I can show you what's happening.
And the women in Miami are not the same as women in Louisiana. I can tell you that, okay? The women in Shreveport, where you are not the same as women in fucking Miami. They're not, okay? The women in New York are not the same as the fucking women in Shreveport, okay? The women in Los Angeles are not the same as the women in Shreveport. They're not.
With the Dominican and South American chicks and Puerto Ricans and Cubans, once they hit ground here, they're first generation. So how is it that they are already indoctrinated and integrated into the lifestyle when their feet touch ground here if that ain't what they own back there?
They're not. They're not, Jason. You know that's bullshit. Okay, they're not. You know, if I don't know if you date Latinas, okay? Because my brother my brother's married to a Filipina, and my son is married to a Latina. Okay, they ain't the same. They ain't the same. Okay, their culture ain't the same. The way they act ain't the same. The way they carry themselves is not the same. They're not the same. It's bullshit.
I guess they just
Huh? Do anybody have an answer for that? Because I am in cahoots with Jason on this one for free, for sure, for certain. In Miami, Florida is a hotbed. New York City is another. Huh? Los Angeles, Texas.
At Los Angeles, I can tell you, I'm in Los Angeles, okay? And there is a difference even between island Latinas, as you want to call them, okay? And in continental Latinas, okay? The Mexicans are not Mexican Latinas are not the same as Dominican, and they're definitely not the same as Puerto Rican, okay? They're not. And the ones in Central America and South America are not the same as the Mexicans, okay? They're not. They're different peoples. Well, yeah, I know they do. I know they do because they're trained to, okay? And there's variations, okay? There's variations to Latinas, okay? The Latinas are not the same.
Now, granted, they are going to be remnants of women that's.
I'm wrong about what, OG? You want to come up and argue this point? What did I say, OG? What did I say? Nature is the same, okay? But guess what? Human beings are not governed by their nature. They're governed by what? Their culture. The culture is a modifier. Culture is a modifier. Now, OG, you want to go up and argue the point? We sure can. I don't think you want to do this. Haitians are not the same as Jamaicans. Haitians are not the same as fucking Dominicans, and they're on the same fucking island.
Not like the others, but it's just that it's a small remnants. It's not common because with the advent of the internet, we all know the internet spread like wildfire, and people get their precepts and their concepts from the internet, off of television, off of media, social media, if you will. So I can't find no lie in that. Now somebody can shut my mouth by just presenting some.
Yeah, you don't have one, boss. Okay, you don't have an IQ. Let's put it that way. You don't have a freaking IQ. If my IQ went to 0, it'd still be higher than yours. Okay. If it went to 0, it'd still be higher than yours.
Evidence. Now you need a large sample size. Now you can't come with 1 or 2 anecdotal experiences and try to actually make that the representation, because it don't work like that here. Because we all smarter than that. Because we are more intelligent than that on this side. You can't take one thing or some small minute thing and just make that a representation, because that's not how life works.
It does work that way. We do it here. Okay, we do it here. We do it here in the United States when we talk about voting patterns, talk about buying patterns, about school patterns, how school education. We do it here. What the fuck you talking about? Okay, we do it here.
Unless you an idiot, a moron, or some fool that's trying to win an argument. But who can find a lie in that?
They just act better when they over there. I don't know.
They do act better because their culture makes them act better. Okay, Nigerian women, when you get over there, they act better because the culture does not allow them to act up. The black women before they got welfare, before they got feminism, acted better. It's bullshit.
Either that or y'all are paying and you're just calling it something other than what it is. It's one of those two things.
I paid for a few, but I'm not gonna say I didn't pay for all of them. Some of them just on go.
It doesn't matter whether you pay for them here. What the fuck you talking about? And you the first one to call a nigga dusty if he can't pay for a chick. What you talking about? What's up, Tony Runner? Real quick.
No, everything good. Everything good.
Okay. I put the link up for OG. Okay, if he wants to come up, that's why I put it up there.
Okay.
But well, you're married to one. You know good and goddamn well what he's saying is not true. They're not all the same.
Exactly. I had a some jerk turkey leg today. Wife made sure I was well fed and came home and made sure my feet were well taken care of.
Oh, oh okay.
Can't get that from the sisters.
No, you can't. Okay.
Sitting here in Atlanta, full of black sisters all around me, and they ain't trying to do that.
Yeah. Yep. All right, hold on. OG, if you want to come up, man, if you want to fucking come up, we sure can. Okay. Okay. If nature governed human beings, we would not have all the shit that we have. Okay. Culture is the main driver of what human beings do. Okay. Now, if you want to talk, that's how come he's talking about culture. You want to talk about nature, okay? Well, then there's no difference between an elephant, a female elephant, and a female human. If that's the case, there's no difference between a female monkey and a female human. If it's about nature, about female nature is no different. What separates a human from the monkey or the ape? It's called culture. This is OG or not?
No, this is your brother Elijah. I said in the chat, you're 1,000% right. I've been to 34 different countries. So,
I live in Southern California. Okay, a majority Latina state.
right,
I know the fucking difference. I know the difference between Asians. Okay, a Filipino, Korean, a Chinese woman is not the same.
right.
Okay,
There's
they're
two.
not.
There's two realities: nature and nurture.
Yeah, yeah,
And we've been nurtured out of our nature.
yes,
A good example is the circus elephant. Now,
yeah,
an elephant in the wild, you can take a circus elephant, and when he's a baby, they tie a rope
yep,
around his foot,
yeah,
and then when he becomes 10,000 pounds, they use that same dental floss on his foot. He could pull it. He could pull the tent down and tear the whole city up, but he's been nurtured and conditioned
not to,
not
yeah,
to.
not to, yeah,
And
exactly,
the same thing with the damn circus lion.
yeah. I mean, and a lion is a little further down on the tree. It's
Right,
harder. But thing is, we do it all the time.
right.
Okay.
That ain't the same lion in the damn wild.
Yeah. No,
It-
it's not. It's
yeah,
not. Otherwise, it would make no difference who you married. Okay.
right.
The woman would be a woman. Would be a woman. It wouldn't matter. Okay.
B- BGS.
Yeah.
Here's the applicable phrase.
Mhm.
One size would fit all,
Yeah. And it doesn't.
and it don't.
And it doesn't. And the black one, the first one to tell you that it doesn't. Because why they get up? Then why did it get upset if you go with a white woman if they're all the same?
Right.
It
And
doesn't.
that video you showed,
Mhm.
I kid you not. I was in the airport in Orlando yesterday.
Uh.
Met a sister from St. Louis.
Uh.
Um, on the second or third phone conversation the same day, a few hours later, she was stuck in the airport.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Cash at me $100."
Ah. Okay. I don't know you like that. Yeah. Okay. The thing is, the link was for the link is actually for
Yes, sir.
OG. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
that's
Yes,
why I
sir.
dropped the link. So I'll let you guys all get your 2 minutes, and then we're gonna go back. Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right. Yoga, you got unless it's OG, you got 2 minutes.
I'm just chiming in to say, I've traveled all over the world. It is definitely a difference in the black women, Afro-Latinos on the islands, in Brazil, in Colombia, in Venezuela. And then not only is it a difference in them, it's subset differences on the island. So you can get on the island of the Dominican Republic and then see a difference of the mulatto Dominican women that's closer to got Spanish granddaddies and white Spanish grandmothers
Mm-hmm.
mixed in with the Haitian. They're a subset, and then they act different from the regular brown, melanated Dominicans.
Yeah.
It's subsets, and it's the same in Brazil. In Brazil, Afro-Brazilians, They didn't end their slavery until like 1900, that late 1890s or 1800s, and they went, and it was illegal for them to read until like 1910. So they're a
Yeah.
different type of whole type of black people. So
You
when
got 30
Jason go to,
seconds. Yeah.
yeah, when Jason go to talking this, I respect him on some things, and I'm like, I've been there, feet on the ground. He on the BS, and he does that for attention sometimes. But I'll
Yeah.
land my plane there. He got to keep black women on the hook also,
Oh
because
yeah. You
that's
got
what
you
his
got to
show is about.
you got to make his money. Got to make his money.
Yeah, he still got to make his money and keep black women on the show. So they do a seesaw instead of going all the way one way. Jason and all them, they'll seesaw back and say, well, the passport bros is this and that, knowing themselves that yes, it's different because it's a different economy, different cultures, different total histories of those countries.
Yep.
Land my plane there.
All right. Go ahead, Pablo.
Hey, BGS, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Man, we have been battling this. They're all the same. Women are all the same narrative for almost a decade now as passport bros.
Because that is a female talking point. Even and the thing is, the same woman, the same black woman, tell you that women are all the same will get pissed off if you date a white woman. Why? If they're all the same.
But the men are taking it up. That's what's so wild about it. And check this out.
That's why we call it gynocracy, sir. When the winter soldiership, of course they do. Go ahead.
You're absolutely right. And to further illustrate Yoga's point, you can be on the island of Dominican Republic, and the people and the women are different in Santo Domingo than they are in, let's say, a town called Mao, which is up in the mountains.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Totally different. They eat different foods. Same with Colombia. The food in Colombia is totally different on the coast than it is in the center of the country.
Because it's more Africana on the coast, and the mountains is more mestizos or Indian.
Yeah. Exactly. And the food reflects it. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe, guys.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah. All right. Peace. Go ahead, Archer.
I want to make a quick point. It's funny how they say. I want to make a really quick point. They say women are the same regardless, but when they talk about black women going over to date African men, they want to point out the differences with African men. Don't talk like that with African men. They're different, but all the women are the same everywhere.
Yeah, or then they come out and say, "Oh, the white boys treat us better, and the white boys are different." Okay, we know better. Okay.
Yeah, when it comes to giving advice to the women about men, they love to point out the differences. There's a lot of differences, but when it comes to the women, they're all just the same everywhere.
If it's a woman that you like, then if a woman that you like and they can't prove that they're better, then they're all the same. Okay.
Yeah, wasn't it Umar Johnson, like the king of this stuff, who said, "Hey, don't go to Africa, treating those African men like you do the black men here because they're different."
Oh yeah, basically, Umar said it. O'Shea said it. Okay, a few other people said. Even women have said it. Okay, you can't go over there with the same attitude because the culture's different. You're gonna get whacked upside your head. Okay, can't go there being a sister girl. Okay, who's the last one? Unknown Soul. Did I get you already?
No, I wanted to just say thank you for all your commentary combined with I agree with you completely, because there's one thing to mention about woman's nature for survival and selfishness, but it's another thing entirely when it comes down to where you're raised, where you lived, what values you take in. And I find it just irritating when they want to make that paradigm when last time I checked, when you grow up, you're supposed to leave the home, travel, see the world, find your place. But instead, you want to give a mentality devout to, oh, don't look out there. Stay here and deal with whatever BS goes on because you have to. You don't have the right. And I'm like, I have the right. I am a free man. You're only telling me to clean up after someone instead of me making the conscious decision to take care of kids because it was a choice between them.
There's two things that are going on, okay, and it's a problem, and everybody knows it, but nobody wants to talk about it, okay. I'm the only one who really talk about it, and everybody else will shuffle their feet, okay. Number one, okay, like my mentor says, and she told me this, right? Black women are in reverse order nature, okay. They're unlike any other woman on the planet. The hardest to get along with, the most domineering, probably some of the most violent, okay.
It creeps me out personally.
Yeah, and basically, black women take a whole lot of male emotional labor to satisfy them, right? And black men are the only group of men that can do that. We're the only group of men that can do that on the planet. Nobody else can actually do that shit on the planet. We're the only ones, okay? And
Yeah.
and then the second thing, okay, there's 2 million more black women than there are black men. 2 million more, okay? So basically, they cannot afford to lose anymore. So we're the only ones that, because a Latina, an Asian, a white man, or whatever can get on a plane, go wherever he wants with any other kind of woman. Nobody says shit. But as soon as a black man steps off the plane, and this goes all the way back to the 1950s when black men were going to Korea and bringing black Korean wives. Black women are saying the exact same shit they were saying right now. Okay, it's
I
not
didn't
new.
even know that.
I will pull it up because I actually did a video on it. Okay, it was actually in Jet Magazine, a whole like a 5-page spread. Okay, in Jet Magazine about black servicemen bringing back Korean wives and black women losing their shit, but they had
Damn.
said nothing about a black woman dating a white man.
Yeah.
I might, if I can find it, I'll actually pull it up. Those two. Articles from Jet, and I should put them in the show tomorrow if I can find because I know I did them. The thing is, I just have to find out where they are.
This is news to me.
No, it's not. This is not new.
No, I'm saying this is news to me. I never even heard of that. The last time I checked, when I heard about Korea, there was a bit of a racial thing that was placed there, and it's not that I would be scared, but I get peeved off when fools like Mr. Ali, if you catch my drift, doing stupid stuff like that, making our name look bad.
Yeah.
And then so many just have this mentality, you can't go here, you have to stay. And I'm like, if I said that to you, you would reprimand me into oblivion.
Okay, and there's a very cultural reason why that happened, okay? And why, even though it for the last, I would say, 60 years, it's not necessary, okay? Is before, remember, Emmett Till, right? You know what happened to him, right? Okay.
Yeah, don't remind me.
That is the reason that black mothers and black mothers train their boys to stay away from other groups of women for that reason, okay?
Yeah.
But that reason doesn't exist anymore. But guess what? Guess what? It is still carried on.
Yeah, but in a more demented fashion because they have a view of ownership over us.
Yes.
Treating us like a dog
Yes.
versus treating us like a human being. Ever since I began to understand the difference from people like you, Chronic, Dennis Sperling, so many others, it all began to click in my head, and it sort of terrified me because my humanity, my individuality is basically viewed as nothing. Only the commodity of my body, hard work, and my shut mouth is what you view. And then what makes it worse is once we're used and old, they'll only help begrudgingly, not because they want to, because it's like, I guess since you did something, I'll do this for you. But
in other words, they're shamed into doing it because if you got sick and something like that, and I've seen black women cast their husbands aside when he got sick and he couldn't support him anymore. They just cast him aside. That's not basically what's his name? Du Bois talked about that back in 1890, right? The black women would do that because it is the real family in black woman's mind is not a man, woman, and child, right? It's a woman and her children, right? And black men are just tools to be used. That's been their way for a long time, which they hate.
Ever since I saw one podcast where some lovely ladies, mind you, were talking to some black American men. They only went with the saying, going like, "Oh, we don't need you. We just need the magical liquid that's between your legs." I'm like, do you even hear yourself right now?
You are. That's why Dr. Johnson coined the term ConcuServe. You're a concubine and you're a serf to do labor.
Please don't tell me. Did you just mention Umar? He irritates the.
No. Not Dr. Tiesan Johnson, not Dr. Umar Johnson.
Thank goodness, because whenever I hear Umar, I want to literally bludgeon my head in because the thing that I hate the most is it's all in a racial mindset. When last time I checked, we went through the crucible, hell on earth, and then when you have ideological thinking or anything associated with what people whose confidence was so in the dirt decided, oh, in order for me to be big, I'm going to basically screw someone in the butt
Yeah,
in front of the family.
in other words, if Dr. Umar talks about his specialty, which is childhood education, he's a genius, okay? But the thing is, it don't make him no money.
Yeah.
Guess what makes him money?
Pandering.
Pandering. He's a panda bear. He's a pander African, as we call him. Anyway, let me continue with the show. Appreciate
God bless you. It's great speaking to you. I think you remember me before. Name's Joshua. I've always
I remember you.
Your channel. Whenever I get to hear it, it helps give me a little release and relief, because when you can't get this stuff out of your head and mind, you begin to go crazy, especially when you have brainwashed individuals. When you have individuals who speak the truth, and then you realize you're not alone, you actually get some damn relief and closure.
And all we want to do is not say that we're right or we're wrong with what you give you ideas and say go find out for yourself. Don't take our word. We always say go find out for yourself. Okay, here's the information. Okay, evaluate it and go look for yourself and see whether
I go by Dennis Sperling's freedom doctrine. We are free men. We can come and go as we please.
We come and please. As they can. Okay, and they do.
And don't shame us just because we saw somewhere else. We ain't even talking about you when we're with someone, but you always talking about us, especially when you're on the wrong side of the track.
That's why I play this all the time.
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
Let it bother you. All right, bro. Let me continue.
All I'm saying is I thank God for putting me in the situation I am, where I'm living alone. I do help to degrees, but I'll leave you with this statement.
Okay.
I'll help, but I don't get intimate with stupidity.
No, yeah. You try to avoid it at all costs.
Please use that. Use that reminder. Tell brothers, do not get intimate with stupidity, because that's what the community wants a lot of us to fall into the trap of.
Yeah, they want you to stay stuck. All right. It says John Smith says, wait a minute. On every show of his, JB argues that how FBAs are different than other Africans in the world, but now all of a sudden we're all the same. Get your shit together, Jason. And whatever it takes at the moment to make his money. And I'm not mad about people making their money. Okay, I'm really not. Hello, Shikari Richardson with the hands drawn. Yeah, Shikari is basic. Yeah, all right. Shikari is basically is on the juice. Okay, she's on the juice, and she got all them hormones flowing, and they get violent. Okay, they get violent. Okay, she on that juice. She number one. She get her already. Okay, she throw hands already. She's already thrown hands on her female partners. Okay, so her throwing hands, okay, is not it's not that unusual. Let's put it that way.
Oh, some of them, of course, some of them bad, some of them were dimes, and you just and it's $50. But what I'm saying is, some of them is not that situation. Some of them are just nice, sweet, and they brought up to take care of their man, and it doesn't. It's not necessarily. Maybe it is just because you're American.
Okay, tell me what is the dominant aspect of a man paying a woman for sex?
Nothing. I'm not saying it's
okay. So it's a bad thing because it's something that compromises your manhood, masculinity. Yeah, brother, that's a bad thing. In case somebody gave you the memo, that's a bad thing.
We pay for him here. What the fuck you talking about? We pay for him here. How about the Bill Gates or whatever his name paying them chicks to be on them those goddamn boats and shit like that?
Why? I don't see how.
Why would a man pay for something he can get for free?
And I just saw a dime piece, and she wanted $50 for me.
Then that's not a dime. Okay, but that's not a dime.
Why not? Well, looks wise, or what do you mean?
First of all, a dime isn't just looks, by your own admission.
Bullshit. Come on, Jason. Now you're playing word games. Okay, it's bullshit.
And here, a dime is how they act.
if that's the case, then you're not gonna get no dimes here either.
Be careful now, because remember, Jason Black remembers every word people say. So if you tell me that the definition of a dime is simply aesthetics, we gonna bring that back to America. The definition of a dime is global too. So go ahead and tell us what your definition of a dime is. That includes
a dime is a 10. A 10 is based on looks, Jason. It's not based on attitude. It's not based on personality. Okay, it's not.
Her attitude, behavior, and demeanor.
That's not you can.
And just remember, I'm going to apply that globally so we all have a common frame of reference.
You said that doesn't include to me, bro.
Sure, that only includes the way that only includes the way she looks. Tell me that your definition of a dime only includes the way a woman looks.
Yes, yes.
Yes. For the most part. I mean,
didn't say the most part. Didn't say the most part. Didn't say the most part. Did not say the most part. I said, does your definition of fourth time? Does your definition of a dime only include the way she looks?
Just be real,
no.
man.
All right. Well, then therefore, a woman who lets dudes hit for sex, we got to factor that into her dime.
She is she can be a dime. There's a lot of them that let dudes hit for money for sex. Lots of them.
Status too. Now, do dimes go around and say, I don't care how big, ugly, and smelly the dude is, he got $50, we can run it through?
I got a question for y'all guys. And I'm gonna give my honest opinion on this because this is what this is about, right? So whenever that somebody say a dime, most people, listen to me, most people are talking about the physical attributes at first, especially whenever that you haven't engaged in any.
That's the only thing you can talk. That's the only thing you can go by. Okay, a dime is a dime. Okay, and looks. That doesn't mean her personality is kosher. Okay, a dime is a dime.
Any type of conversation with the female. If she's walking by and you happen to see her walking by, and you say to yourself, "That's a dime." Am I right or wrong?
Why do black men care what other black men do? If the brother is lame or gameless, why does it really matter to them? It's not that it matters to them, okay? They don't care about him being lame, or they don't care about him being whatever, right? They don't care about him being dusty, okay? The thing is, it's a matter of numbers, okay? It's a matter of numbers, okay? Most guys are average. If you start taking all the average guys out of the country, out of the dating pool, what's going to happen to the dating pool? The dating pool is horrendous already, okay? The marriage pool is horrendous already, okay? If men that are marrying or want to marry are not going to be in the dating mix, okay, or can afford to get married and not get in the dating mix, what's happening to the dating pool in the United States? It's going to go under, okay?
She's fine. She's bad. But the minute that you engage in dialogue with her, her tongue spits venom like a cobra. So then this is definitely not my cup of tea, huh? I don't want to get involved with this. Suki Hana, which is she ain't a dime to me. She's a strong 3 or 4. Tattoos, hair colorful, and mouth is a sewage line, pipeline.
Tell Jason next time this comes up, okay? She's promoted at least a day or so before, or send me an email. Okay, I'm gonna show up. Okay, I'll show up.
All she talk about is sex. Use obscenities. I don't follow them. We talking today. That's all we doing. Just talking. The very guy. All right. So the best you can do is.
Then her body is worthless. Okay, but here's the other reason here, and I know folks don't like me to bring this up, but I got to remind them, certain folks told y'all that real men pay. No, they don't. Real fools pay. Because we have to measure who and what you...
You said the same shit, nigga. You said the same shit. That's where the dusty stuff comes in. Okay? You said the same stuff. The dusty men that don't have no money don't deserve a woman. You said the same stuff.
You first of all, if you are sitting up here with a female who devalues herself, if her body is available to all men, then her body is worthless.
No,
by definition, what is the definition of a commodity versus a rare, valuable, a precious thing?
The price, okay? The price. Okay, and availability. Black women are the most available people on the planet. Okay, they are. They give it away for free.
What's the difference between something that's a commodity versus something that's just? Well, of course, it's rarity. It's exclusivity. If everyone's got access, it's a commodity. If access is limited, it's more valuable because it is exclusive. Well, if your chick is available for anybody with dollar in hand.
Oh, it ain't my chick. It's just a chick.
No, sir. No, sir, because you chose her.
No, I'm just talking about chicks
Sir,
down in Dominican Republic.
you chose, sir, if you had a choice between a female who was genuinely attracted to you versus a female who was genuinely attracted to your dollar, that's your choice. As a man, you are responsible for the value of the female you lay down with, because that woman's value reflects on you.
Fact.
If I catch you sneaking out of Lizzo's bedroom at 2 a.m, you got to hold that. Okay, so Lizzo is bad, but the chick down there that you paid $100 to, that's acceptable. Lizzo is out of line, but the chick you paid $100 to, oh, that's fine. I can hold my head up high about that one.
I'm saying, when you go down to DR, you walk in the strip, you see something super bad, she want $100, you're gonna do it. Like, what?
No, you're not gonna do it if you have any manhood about you, because what you're communicating to the world is that sex don't come to you. You got to go purchase it.
No.
And that's a power dynamic. You act like you're the only one been to South America, nigga. You act like you're the only one been there.
What do y'all think so far? Sex don't come to you. You have to purchase it. Now, I'm not one to engage in prostitution because I don't have to. I never had to.
Yeah, that's what you say.
And I'm not beating my chest, but I ain't never had no problem getting no women. Come on, y'all.
What kind? Do you get dimes, sir? Yeah, you can say it on the mic, you know. What's the most you ever paid for dinner?
Oh, nah, I mean, I'm not the most handsomest guy in the world, but I'm fine, man. I mean, don't get it twisted. I'm not the ugliest thing either now. So don't go there. But I never had to try to give a woman some money in exchange for something. No, for what?
What'd you do? So what'd you do? You just
because it's not the same, Derek.
What do you chose? Okay. You chose? Okay, you know what the game is. Come on, man.
And meanwhile, the rest of us, like, you do realize we all got passports, right? You realize we all got them. And we're so yes, sir, I know that it's the suckers go over there with the hoes. I don't even want to deal with them dudes because their manhood is compromised. I don't want to deal with them.
What's the difference between doing that and you meet a chick at the strip club and you clap her, or you...
Because one speaks to, because as men who are fully grown men, we have standards. And what that means is that if I have to pay her, that tells me what my value is and that her value is higher than mine. If she is approaching me, then that tells me that my value is higher than hers.
Think about it.
And now the thing is, I always try to equate this about where your status is, your manhood is, instead of what your enjoyment is. Okay. When a guy from Wall Street goes down to a strip club or goes down to picks up a mistress, okay, and he pays her, okay, his status is higher than hers, but he pays her. Okay, look at Shannon Sharp, right? His status is way higher than the chick that he had to pay $20 million to. Money and status are not the same thing. Okay, now if you're meeting each other for the first time, yeah, maybe. But the thing is, just because you pay a chick doesn't mean her status is higher than yours. In fact, it probably means it is lower than yours because she's a commodity. No, he's not a sucker. He's a panderer.
I was just having a good time. That's it. It was not that deep, to be honest. If I'm being honest with you, I was just on vacation.
Okay, well, like I say, you call it vacation, brother. My life is a business 24/7. I've been in some of the most beautiful places on this planet. My life is a business 24/7. I will never turn my brain off, and I never turn my manhood off. So you and me are cut different. My manhood doesn't come with a switch. My manhood comes with a wire, but not a switch.
It comes attached to your wallet too.
I'm plugged up and wired up for life.
Okay, what's your experience being down there? Okay, if you're down there, then you know what's happening. To be saying you're all over the world, you ain't been nowhere. If you said women are all over the place, you talk about Miami. Where the fuck have you been? Have you been down to Colombia? Have you been down to the DR? Have you been there? Because you haven't mentioned it once. Okay, ain't mentioned it once. Go a few more minutes and we're gonna get out of here. I was looking for Passport OG's thing, but this will do.
So you can't take me anywhere where my manhood cuts off and gets interrupted. I can't do it. So I'm just gonna say that's the difference between you and me.
That's why I think he's a lying motherfucker personally, but that's just me.
I hope my BM don't see this shit. I just thought about it.
Where are you? By the way, brother, where are you people from Dreads?
My mom's from St. Lucia.
Okay.
But my dad's from here, from America.
Okay. Well, like I say, brother, I need y'all to clean the game up. The game is dirty. The game is raggedy. Y'all can't.
The game been dirty, man. There's been pee in the dating pool. Okay. But Jason Black, why aren't you married to any of those American black queens between JB and that goofball Umar Johnson? Why don't they lead by example? Okay. Well, at least Umar's got kids. Okay. Umar's personal life and his online persona are two different things. I can tell you that. Okay, the way he lives and the way he operates in real life and what he presents in front of the camera are two different things.
Can't do that. The manhood code got to be held intact. This is why the females don't respect us, because a man is supposed to walk in and dominate everywhere. You ain't supposed to just be dominant at your damn job. That's a professional alpha, but he's a worldwide simp.
Oh, please, get the fuck out of here with that. You're supposed to walk in and dominate everywhere. Bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. Okay? Get the fuck out of here. Nah, he's a panderer. He's doing it for money. Simps do it for free. That's the difference between a simp and a panderer, okay? A simp does it for free. A panderer does it for money. There's a difference.
You're supposed to be dominant wherever your feet touch ground.
Bullshit.
You're supposed to be
bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. Dominant where your feet touch ground. That's bullshit. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, okay? If that was the case, if that was the case, you go to the middle of Siberia and try that shit, man. As them Russians will put a bullet in your head. Get the fuck out of here. Go to Ukraine and try that shit, okay?
using everywhere. Everywhere is supposed to be your opportunity to demonstrate, not talk about it, to be about it. Hey, I run things. You can't run things if you over there with the rest of the damn simps paying.
Do anybody disagree so far?
I agree. I disagree. Motherfucker, take your ass down to New Orleans and try that shit. You in Shreveport, go out to New Orleans and try that shit. And try to run things down there with all that old money. Okay? Go to New York and you don't even have to go outside the country. Go to New York. Go to San Francisco. Okay? Come to LA and try that shit. Talking about you run things. Okay? It's bullshit. And those be the main niggas paying $700 for dates. Yep. And basically conning single mothers. That's what he does. Anyway, let me get. He's an internet alpha, basically. Yeah. I heard that, man. Right, Seth? This is for you, Jason, okay?
If that water wet, it's got gators in it.
If the water wet, it's got gators in it, right? And Jason's water is wet, okay? Professor Black, the pro-blacks are the biggest simps. Some are, some aren't. Some are, some aren't. But when it comes to a gathering, yeah, they're gynocratic. If you're one of them guys women will actually pay for, there's a lot of shit that goes back and forth in the pro-black community, right? It's not that much different than the regular black community, okay? It's just a little bit more esoteric, let's put it that way. So Jason Black is proof that everyone deserves First and Eighth Amendment rights or protection of the Geneva Convention. I heard that. He's spending $800 plus on plus size single moms. I don't know. I don't know who he is. Okay, I don't know. He might have been screwed by his baby mama. Well, the biggest thing. One, he did it when he was younger. Okay, and two, some weird. Two, he made a mistake about trust. You know, he's one of the people at that age that trust black women. Okay. You know what? I don't need to see shit. Okay, they know who the fuck I am. There's nothing Jason Black and Professor Black Truth can bring me that I can't handle. Nothing. Okay. In fact, one gentrified. He got that fucking idea from me in a Facebook argument when I told him about Hope 6. Ain't nothing he can do. There's nothing that he can do There's nothing that he can do that I can't handle. Now, if you think that Jason Black and Professor Black Truth has a topic that I can't handle, bring it to me, okay? In fact, motherfucker, I'll put my email in the comments, okay? There's my email, okay? If any topic, I do mean anyone, any topic that they talk about, okay, that they want to touch on, they can bring that shit to me, okay? Whether it's pro-black, whether it's politics, whether it's male and female relationships, anyone, bring it. I'm gonna tell my daddy, yeah, I'm grandpa, okay? Grandpa in the building, okay? I'll whip your daddy's ass, okay? Nigerian man got banned for UE. Arabs ain't playing. Well, not Nigerian are the global tricks of the world, right? Nigerian men, they trick so much they got a reputation. But women enjoy tricks, okay? Nigerian men are the biggest tricks on the planet. They spend all their money, all their time, love bombing, all that kind of crap, and then go back home to their wife. Anyhow, yeah, you can put anybody you want in it, okay? Jason Black knew who the hell I am. There's a whole bunch of people will come back and tell him, okay? Go back and tell him. We've been around long enough. He knows who the hell I am. Yeah, but yeah, with that strap. Yep. Anyway, let me get out of here, folks. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Thank you guys for coming up and helping us with the show. It wasn't an open panel, and the people that were disagreeing with me, they wouldn't come up. And I've been studying this shit way too long, okay? And this stuff is not new, okay? My brother has been married to a Filipina for 39 years. Okay, almost 40 years. I went to a mixed school, okay? Like I said, my son is married. My son is married to a Latina. Okay, and trust and believe, you see the gathering when they come together for a picnic or an event, you can tell the difference between the black women and the Latina women. Okay, they don't even sit together. The funny as hell, man. They don't even sit together. They don't even sit together, and the black women sit on the side, with their look, cutting their eyes, with their look on their face. It's funny as hell. I don't know why you talk about. Okay, the number one, the TAP should have never happened. Okay, I'm surprised the TAP has avoided lawsuits because it should have been sued out of existence. Right? There's no way you can actually go and defame somebody on an app and get away with it. The only way you can get away with it is number one, they're females and they're talking about black men. Black men are the most disrespected group of people on the fucking planet. You can say anything about a black man and get away with it. That's the problem. You doing that to white boys, man, that should have been shut down in a heartbeat, okay? I met a Filipino when she was 37. She came to the States at 17. Let's just say she got her drink on, it was westernized, had to let her go. They do party. No, they do party. Let's not get it twisted. If you get a one of them girls that like to party, a Latino a Filipino like to party, okay? Okay, she get a drink on and and they run the streets, okay? Filipinos are very similar to black. Filipinos are very similar to black people. Okay, they like to drink, they like to party, and they like to gamble. Okay, but the thing is, when it comes to the household, they ain't the same. They're not the same. Okay. If you get if you depend on where that Filipina came from. If she came out the clubs, she came out the bars, then she's gonna be a bar girl. I'm sure it was. But the thing is I'm sure it is. If it wasn't, it should have been closed a long time ago. But the thing is, if they were talking about white boys the same way they talking about black men, it would not have survived. Okay, they'd been. They don't go up. No, it's not. It's an Asian culture. They don't grow up in a Latin culture. That's not true. They grow up in an island culture, a very island culture. If you go there, you'll find out. Okay, Latin culture is not the same. I didn't put him in the brawls. It said homeboy mentioned him. Okay. Now, motherfucker, you're in my chat. Jason is not. With your dumb ass. Now I know too many Filipinos. Okay, male and female. I worked with too many of them. I party with them. Okay, I go to the house with them. Okay, um, Filipinos have much more in common with Hawaiians and island folks. They're way more in common with island folks than they do with Spanish. Okay, they don't grow up in a Latin culture. Three of my friends are on a T-app with red flags. Hopefully, they're not getting slanted. They probably get more dates because if they got red flagged and slanted, that means a whole bunch of women have dated them. It's probably a good thing. See, Pookie. That's how come we call you Pookie. Pookie's gonna have a lot of red flags. Anyway, but that's not what we talk about today. Hey man, straight OG is full of shit. That's all he is, man. He's full of shit. Anyway, Filipinos. Oh yeah, yeah. So Philippines. Well, anybody in Southern California Laker fans. Okay. Anyhow, let's get out of here. Say culture is the dating word of the year. Appreciate it, big bro. Yeah. It should be anybody sophisticated enough to actually know what the fuck they're talking about should know better. Okay. Anybody that says women are the same all over the world don't know shit. Okay. TJB, I lived in the Philippines for 6 months. She drank and texted other men and gambled away thousands. Lied that she fell for a scam. That was on me. Okay. Okay, TJB, where'd you meet her? Where'd you pick her up at? Where'd you pick her up at? Because you can go anywhere in the world, okay, in Africa, in the Philippines, and pick up a bar girl. You pick up a bar girl, you're going to have bar culture. Where'd you pick her up at? A birthday party with her kids in Michigan, okay? Did you find out how she grew up? Basically who married her? Okay, was it how she get here? Did she get here because through a troop? You got to find out where she's from. Because if she's a Subic girl, then she's gonna be different than the other Filipinos. Just like if you meet a chick, if you go to Atlanta and pick up a stripper, okay, it's gonna be a different chick than a regular black girl. She came with her parents at 17. Okay, so she raised here. So she's raised here. Okay, then she's raised here. Then she's not. She's not. Um, then she's not a passport girl. but they don't grow up with Latin culture. Okay, and there's always rogues. Okay, for the most part, they're not like that. But the thing is she? Let me ask you this, TJB: was she like black women? If black women do the same shit, was she like a black woman? He was simply got took. I don't know what he was doing. Okay. I said, what are your thoughts if she didn't grow up with her dad physically, but kept in contact with her dad from important? What are you talking about, man? I have no idea what you're talking about. Y'all ask questions. A Filipino, if she came up with her parents, that means she came over with her father. Okay? But Filipino women are not the same as, um, are not the same as black women. They're not. Okay? I know too many of them. Are there some that like to do the juke and drink? Yeah. And can be hoes? Yeah, they can't. There are. Anyway, let me get out of here. It's almost like every fine chick in Atlanta was a stripper at one time. Yeah, that's how you make your money. Yeah, but I know too many of them. Okay, way too many. Because the biggest concentration of Filipinas in America are in Southern California. Okay, and I know way too many of them. Dad was too nice in the push-up. Well, it happens. Anyhow, let me get out of here. I will see you guys later. What are your thoughts if a Filipino woman didn't grow up with her dad physically present, but still kept in contact with him during important parts of her life? Okay, okay. I'm gonna tell you, and this is something that all the Asians told me. Okay, all the Asians told me. If you want to see what the kid's gonna be like, you got to look at the Asian's mother. The Asian mother, the tiger mom, is the most important thing in an Asian woman's life. Okay, her mother, not her father. Her father can be there. Her father can be in contact. But the thing is, her mother's a tiger mother. She's gonna be a different kind of Asian woman. Okay, if her mom is a tiger mom, she's gonna go to school. She's gonna get good grades. She's gonna be a professional. Blah 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 blah. Okay, uh, if she follows a path. If she don't follow that path, then normally that's on the mom. Okay. Most Asian moms are very strict with their kids. Okay, the Filipinas that I knew, okay, they're working, okay, whether the dad was there or not, okay, they're very strict with their kids. Okay, now if they depending on what school they went to, okay, if they went to a black school and all those around them was black kids, then they're gonna be culturally black because they have to adapt. Yeah, they do. Normally they do, but that's not always. They can't always do that. So anyway, let me get out of here. I will see you guys later. But that's an individual thing. I will have to know more about her, how she how she grew up, where she grew up, who her influences were, blah blah blah. How she got here in the first place. Okay, a lot of that stuff factors in. They did out him. They did out TJB. They did out him, and I seen pictures of him. Anyhow, let me get out of here, folks. I will see you guys tomorrow. Shut your low IQ ass up, man. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, low IQ troll. Can't make a decent argument, and then you want to pick on somebody your own size. Big BGS is picking on me. Get the fuck out of here. Numbskull. Back to the gutter you go. I heard that, man. Anyhow, let's cut out of here, man.
What can I say? Mamba out.